Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing, and I have the pleasure to be joined by the WBC lightweight champion of the world, Caroline Dubois. Caroline, what an occasion this is. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. I mean, are you as excited for this fight as I am?
I don't think I am, you know. Your energy's been telling me that I think you got that one from me. But, you know, honestly, I wasn't as interested in the fight, the build-up, and I didn't think it would do as well as it has done. But here I am on fight week, and I can see, you know, the magnitude, the attention is so deserved, and my excitement has built. I'm here on fight week, and I'm very interested to see how this fight plays out. Definitely.
Before we get into stablemate Chris Billam-Smith, I want to get. How do you see the fight, or do you want to just focus on just watch it as a fan? But do you have an opinion on how the fight will go?
I'm definitely interested in watching it as a fan. You know, I don't really know both guys that well. I've spoken to Conor a few times, and he comes across as such a genuinely nice guy. But I'm going to watch this fight as a fan, as a spectator and as a fan. I think early, both guys are dangerous. I think Conor's got that explosive factor, and I know Chris has been hurt early, so we're going to be on the watch to see how he goes early on, right? But yeah, that's what I'm interested in.
Definitely as well. And stablemate Chris Billam-Smith on the card. I mean, unsavoury things from Brandon Glanton the other day. I didn't really rate some of the things that he was saying, but...
You see, that thing doesn't really fly across here, you know, over this side of the pond. The British fans don't take to that attitude, that mentality. You say you're going to get somebody brain damage, you're going to say you're going to take away somebody's dad away from a little kid. You're saying all these things because he didn't give you a handshake. It really doesn't add up, you know. Missing out a handshake warrants saying you're going to give somebody brain damage. You know, it makes you look like a classless dude, and probably that mentality was always in you, and you're always going to say that thing, so it's probably a good thing he didn't give you that handshake.
Definitely. From what I saw from Chris, that's sort of, not that he needed firing up, but he seemed even more ready for the fight. I mean, you're expecting a Chris Billam-Smith statement on Saturday night.
Of course. I'm a massive fan of Chris, massive fan of his work ethic and his attitude. I'm interested. I've always been interested in watching his fights, and he's always exciting. I really hope he does a number on this guy. I think the guy's come across really wrong, really bad, and the British public don't like that. So I hope he really does a good number on him.
Definitely. Last two from me. I want to talk about your last fight against Bomi. I thought it was a masterclass from yourself for 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I was getting a bit scared in the last 30 seconds, Caroline, but is it, obviously it was a masterclass performance, but was it good to go, sounds like a bit weird question, was it good to go through that last 30 seconds to prove that, because it's been a whitewash the whole of your career, hasn't it, really?
No,
Do you understand where I'm coming from there?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, of course. I think a lot of people have the mentality that fighters need to go through a little bit of the fire before they get to the big stage. I agree. I just think that, you know, for me and myself, I know what my ability is. I know I beat all these girls, so when I beat them so easily, it's not really a shock to me. I know it's going to get harder, so maybe this was just the start, right? I think I was a little bit unwell before the fight, and I think it showed itself. We're not going to do that again. Yeah, I'll make sure I win from here on out. Very convincingly. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Just picking this up with Caroline Dubois, we were just talking about your last fight. Obviously, what would you say is next for you? Is it those unifications that you've been craving as well?
Definitely. That's the only thing I'm interested in. We've seen Alycia Baumgardner say she wants to fight with me. I feel like there's no options for her, you know. These are the big fights. Amanda K. Taylor tied up. So who does she fight in the meantime? You know, fighting people like Jennifer Miranda, respectfully. No one's interested in that. So it's me, Beatrice Ferreira, and we're the only two names that cause interest. If we fight, I'm taking her out. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Definitely. I know you need to get off, Caroline, so thank you very much and wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh.